Yeah.
Hey, what's up,
Yeah.
everybody? It's episode
You know what I'm saying?
366, the Murder Master Radio Show. What's up,
366.
Max Day?
So with the
Man,
prayer.
we're killing them. Yeah, man. I'm going to stay with you guys as long as possible, man. I got a storm about 20, 30 minutes away, man. It's coming. It's got like a history of tornadoes and stuff like that. I've been watching it. I'm one of them dudes, man. I'm paranoid about that shit coming out of the sky. So
He like Bill Paxton. Rest in peace to
sky.
Bill Paxton and Twisted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Real talk. Bill Paxton.
Storm chaser.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. But let's bring on the homie Pittsburgh Patrick. You know what I'm saying? He helped us book this show tonight, and then we're going to bring on OG Ron C himself. Pittsburgh Patrick, man, what's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Man, I want to thank you
man.
for doing this, man. Man, why don't you introduce our guest? I think we got him on the line.
Man, really needing an introduction, but I'll give him one, man. OG Ron C is one of the Swisher House pioneers, man, back in the day with the Bay Houston movement that was going on. Man, OG Ron C is, to me, the Chopped and Screwed movement. I really only ever fucked with DJ Screw. OG Ron C, he right up there with Screw. He the only other Screw DJ I fuck with. So this is a huge show for me, man. OG Ron C's a legend, man.
OG Ron
Man,
C,
appreciate you.
How you doing, Ron? Man,
I'm great, man.
huge honor.
I'm great. How you guys doing? I'm great. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
perfect, man.
Thanks a lot
great,
for doing
man.
this, Ron C.
Thank y'all for
real
having me.
talk, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you what, man. You're a part of such a huge culture in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Which Houston is a collective whole. I mean, so many great things have come out of that city. First, most recently, a man by the name of K Reno dropped 7 albums on one day, which hasn't been done in any genre of music. Period. Man, what can you say a little bit about the Wizard, K Reno?
Yeah, man. Well, this is what I would say. The H-Town, we've been big on freestyling, right? So if freestyling, that's just doing it right there on the spot. That's what we came up on, man. We first generation rap too around here. So, we've been doing it since, it was to be done. And on TV, as we knew could be done, right? So freestyling became a thing. So I'm not surprised to see an OG like K Reno, when he did drop 7 albums, that he could drop them in one day. Because, man, if you've ever heard K Reno rap, period, then the man message is strong already. And, his arsenal, he got that arsenal. So for him dropping 7 albums, that probably was nothing. He probably got another 30 more right now ready to go. He probably could do that. Man, I would bet you that man could do that every day a week for at least 3 weeks, 4 5 weeks, man. That man could drop 7 albums a week of every month. I'm pretty sure, man, because that man, he got, like I said, freestyling and doing, writing lyrics has never been, this is what we did. Just like Lil Flip, the Freestyle King, like these guys, man, they cash out songs, they write songs, and they don't even write songs. Like I said, they just do them right there. Bam, ESG, just do them. And then you look up, man, you got 1,000 songs that's all jamming.
Yeah, hell yeah. I listened to the 7 albums, and I didn't hear anything whack on it. Like you said, high lyrical content, dope stories, concepts. I mean, the total package. You know what I'm saying? But Houston, man, K Reno's one aspect of Houston, but there's so many other legends. What defines your city and makes your city so great with talent, man?
Well, man, I guess the denial door. You know what I'm saying? The denial door. And then what I mean by that is, just the fact of just being denied, and then that mentality being instilled in us from just the 90s or from the first generation of rap, because, there's never been no eye out looking for us. We've always been, labeled as country bammers, because the way we talk, our slang is not like everybody. And then with that being with those doors already, we know that they're not open. It just opened up to the independence, the strong independent movement, which kicked off by people like Rap-A-Lot and James Prince, that set the stage for independency in Texas. Then with Suave House and Jam Down and Nemesis and just from the top to the bottom of Texas. And then when people started realizing, then the artists started realizing that, the independent way here in this Southwest region, which was we call the A-Lot, which is Arkansas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and Texas, when that became the way of making a lot of money for independent artists, then that became, it became almost a sword, a double-edged sword in its own, and became a killer of our own self too, because we could sell records in those 4 states and live just like Jay-Z and anybody else. We can get Bentleys and big cars and have big houses bigger than theirs and big land. So once we realized that, and James Prince came through and showed us stuff like that, 8 Ball and them showed us, we can live like this. So, and then we came through and did it with the Swisher House. So, the independency of just, that's what makes everybody want it more, even in Texas now, because now and then everybody outside of Texas wants Texas too, because of just the independency of they can come here and independency and make money too as independent artists, because it's just so big, and that's what makes the thrive of just everybody wanting to be artists, and we got talent be coming out of, and we got a lot of talent coming out of it, because it makes everybody see that, man, I can really push it without a label, really. And then you got maybe your 2% or your 10% that want to go out and get a label deal. But everybody else see that, man, look, man, I can press up my CDs, I can go put it online, I can go do what the Swisher House did. See, we was unpresidential. For the Swisher House, what we did, that was really unpresidential what we did. Like, nobody wasn't making money off of mixtapes. Mixtapes wasn't done to make money off of. They were done for promotional use. People was using them for promotion. DJs were using them to make their names bigger, to get artists out to a different, to the streets. So nobody was making money. So when me and Michael Watts came through, and DJ Screw, we all, when we started making money, that just changed the whole game of, man, I want to be an independent artist, because these guys got everything I see on TV, and they not on TV. So, that's
real talk. You know what I'm saying? You mentioned, Rap-A-Lot and stuff, and we've had DJ Ready Red on the show several times. He's from Trenton, New Jersey, but of course he came down to Houston and helped pioneer, the sound down there. What was the atmosphere like, during that era, man? Were you ever like kicking it with them guys and just seeing how they were moving and what they were doing in down in H-Town?
Hell yeah, as a young buck, man, I was around as a young guy. I'm from Fifth Ward, so that's the home of Rap-A-Lot. I'm from Fifth Ward, so as a young cat with running them streets as a young cat, even before I sold mixtapes, as a young cat and just being a DJ doing little teen parties and stuff. As a young cat, is seeing all of them guys, even some of my classmates had record deals. The Fifth Ward Boys, them was my classmates. So they had record deals when we was in high school, when we coming out of high school and middle school. These guys had record deals already when they 16 and 15. So, just seeing Rap-A-Lot just really get in and set. It was, just watching Jay Prince do, man, just watching Jay Prince. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, 1 second. Hold on. I'm sorry about that, man. 1 second. Something going on. Hey, put that. Hey, man. Yeah, sorry about that, man. Yeah, but like I was explaining to you, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I'm sorry. But like I was explaining to you, but just Rap-A-Lot came in and just, when Jay did the things that he did to just set, everything with the tone, it just opened up everything, man. You know what I'm saying? For you know, we watched like I said, we watched a lot of our peers. We young guys. You know what I'm saying? We young too, and I'm young. I'm throwing team parties, so just seeing them guys come and do it, it's just kind of like it set the bar of everything of how it should be done. If that makes sense, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely, man. Them guys, they kicked it off, you know what I'm saying, not just for Houston, but along with Skywalker Records out of Miami, they kicked it off for the South, period. So, you know what I'm saying, there's so much influence right there. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's dope as hell. But your history, you know what I'm saying, your history goes back to the 80s as well, man. When did you first, you know what I'm saying, start getting involved with DJing and doing, you know what I'm saying, the music?
Well, yeah, man, I'm glad you asked me that because I think sometimes, well, it's not no more. When I first started, kind of people used to get me mixed up with Ron C, the rapper out of Dallas. And so when I, you know, what made me...
Nemesis, right?
Right, with the Nemesis guy, you know, but what made me kind of separate from him was, you know, the fact that I was a DJ, he's a rapper. Then, you know, he got into some trouble, so, you know, he kind of got locked up. And just me as a DJ, you know, everybody used to get that, you know, just used to get that mixed up. And just as, you know, going back to think about, you know, with just me, man, what made me want to DJ was, you know, I used to be in a rap group, and we went to make the DJ, you know, we went to make the demo. And, man, we didn't have no music because we thought that the demos was, you know, the music was here at the studio, was at the studio. So, you know, we just was beatboxing, man, and doing what we saw on TV, you know, and we just decided to record and got to the studio, and the guy asked what the music was, and he pulled out a drum machine. To make a long story short, he pulled out a drum machine, showed me how to make a simple beat. I fell in love with making the beats, wanted to be the man in the back, so I started making beats. My homeboy was already a DJ for this dude named, I don't know if you probably, if you guys rap history, you know what I'm saying, it's probably this guy, he was one of the first guys Marley Marl had signed to Cold Chillin' Records. His name was DeLeon, One DeLeon. And my homeboy was the guy's DJ, Stickerbush.
Right.
And he was the one that taught me. He used to DJ, and I used to go to his house because he had the keyboard, and I used to make the beats on his keyboard, and he used to DJ, you know, scratch to my stuff, man. And one day he just called me over and said, man, I got some tricks, man. He started DJing with his feet, and man, I just, you know, I was like, man, forget this beat make stuff. I want to DJ. So I started learning how to DJ and want to learn how to scratch, man, and that. You know, and that's where it was, man. I would call a radio dude one day and just ask him about how to get records, get into a record pool, and that was it. That was it after that. Just, you know, it just one thing led to another, then went to college, came back, met Michael Watts, 94, and Michael Watts, you know, I'm talking him into radio, where it's at. Michael Watts telling me the streets where it's at, so, you know, he was starting to do these slowed down tapes. Before they was called Swish-Offs, they was just called Swisher Mixes. I started hustling in my hood on the side in Fifth Ward. Nobody didn't really want to buy them, so I had to give them away. Then he started letting me talk on the tapes, and shit, man, I started shouting out my hood. I just came from college, and 4 hours away, I started shouting out the little city in the college, and, man, it started spreading up there in East Texas.
Yeah.
And then East Texas was the first one to get on it, and then from now, man, we stayed on it, bro. That's how OG Ron C. If it wasn't for Michael Watts putting me in there, I don't know what I'd be doing, man. I'd still probably be doing some parties, something. I don't know.
Right, those folk actors was the shit too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you flipped the script on them with them shit.
Yeah, that was Watts, man. I thank Watts for that, man, because he just let me run with that, man. He figured out, man, okay, man, the ladies like this nigga talking on the tapes, man. I'm finna run with it. He let me, and he just let me run with it, man. From Fuck Action, I think the first one I talked on was probably like 10. but he had already started doing them like 5 or 6, man, and it was from now on, man, it was just he just let me run with it, man, and he turned it over to me, and I started doing them right about 16 was my first one I did, and then I think after that he probably done one more after that, and ever since then,
right.
That was killer, man. You know, the dudes never talked about Fuck Action when we first was doing them, man. The niggas stayed away from Fuck Action.
Hell yeah, because, you know what I'm saying, you can put them motherfuckers on, the bitches ain't finna be mad if you listen to some Chopped, if you got the, you know what I'm saying, the fuck actions, you know what I'm saying, because most of the time if it's just your hard shit, if a female ain't into it, they gonna be like, man, you know what I'm saying, like they ain't gonna be able to get in the groove of it, but then you don't flip the script with the R&B jams that motherfuckers was jamming anyway, and shit, that was what was intriguing by it. Girl flip your CD book and see one of them, they gonna put it in just because of the name, Fuck Action. You know what I'm saying?
That Fuck Action shit is crazy, man. I be having kids coming up to me now, man, be 7, 8, 9 years old, man. My mama said that was made off of you.
Yeah, I was about to say that shit. Y'all creating babies off some Fuck Action, man.
That's crazy.
That's great. OG Ron C, I wanted to ask you, man, back in, I think it was, 2004, 2005, the explosion of Houston hip-hop hit, man. You were right in the middle of all that. You tell me what it was like once the mainstream shed the light on Houston as a whole city, man. What was that like?
Man, honestly, man, that shit was crazy, and it was well, you know, it was really, it felt good because, you know, when 2004 came, that had already made it, you know, it had made it 9 years for me doing it, made it 10 years for Watts doing it. So, you know, we had a street fan base, and it just felt so good to know that the world was on it, and then to know that when we got there that our fans from the streets was going to help us stay there, though. That's what the good part was about it, though. But, like, when we got there, we had something that most people didn't have at that time. Now they coming in, with fans. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing to do. Though, but most of the time, you already knew labels that had to go through artist development and everything. You know what I'm saying? To develop an artist that they just thought was good. So, you know, it feels real good to already come in and have fans, and then when we put out those records, the fans really showed that they really, really liked us. And then, you know, other new fans came along too. Man, it was a great feeling, man. It was. You know, that was a Super Bowl. We was having good Super Bowl, good championship stuff going on them years too. So, yeah.
Hell yeah, man. What I thought was good about it was, I mean, everybody knew Scarface and UGK at the time, you know what I mean? But once that exploded on a national level, people started to do some digging and see how much dope music was in Texas. You know, already so much material out there. And at that time, I mean, the world saw somebody like Zero, and they listened to him, and look now. I mean, Zero is still one of the best rappers in the game. You know,
that's right.
It's real good for the city to, you know, get some of those guys, you know, get the spotlight on them. And to this day, a lot of them are still doing great things, man. You know what I mean? And people got to see how much talent is really in Houston, Texas.
And we got so much new talent too. So just imagine with all the old talent that we got that's still going, like the Zero, Slim Thug, Power Wall. You know, they still going. Mike Jones, they still going. Lip back in the mix. Got, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, with all them that had, you know, sold millions of records, and now we got these new guys. They coming through. These guys are selling millions of records with the T. Waynes and the Cheddar the Connects. June James producing Key to the Street. You know what I'm saying? We got, you know, Solange going with her album. You know, we always had Queen B. You know, we got a lot of stuff going. Even with, you know, it's some rock and roll stuff coming out of here, too, that's real heavy. You know what I'm saying? That people don't even know about. But, you know, I'm a rock fan, so I keep up with a lot of stuff. But yeah, we got rock and roll groups doing stuff, man. We got, they really trying to make Houston. It's always been all over the news lately too. They really just trying to make Houston, this Hollywood thing with Houston. They really they pushing the stuff. You know what I'm saying? That they starting to shoot a lot of more stuff here in Houston, and just they really trying to make Houston entertainment hub. So, then the Super Bowl stuff did very well, you know what I'm saying? It's like...
Right, y'all be having all-star games and all that type of shit out there.
Right.
Houston, right?
So, yeah, now it's only, even I'm working closely with the mayor now, even to, make sure that, like, even with the hip-hop community, because the mayor is a good friend of mine, so he was my first attorney, actually. So, I'm working with him now because he's working with the entertainment. He's put together this big entertainment committee to make sure that we get a lot of, entertainment stuff. Make sure that we get, new entertainment venues and more venues, concert venues, and bigger, just a lot of stuff he's doing on his part too to help make sure that Houston is finna get his recognition. And I'm just, man, like, I'm fighting with my program director at the radio station right now because my show was on the air for about 2.5 years. They took when we got a new program director because he didn't know about, the effects of chop and screw music and didn't understand it. He took my show off. First thing he did, you know what I'm saying, was take my show off. But it's all cool, though. I done sat and waited 23 months, and I just sent them something tonight about, because Chop and Screw right now is going crazy right now, especially with this Moonlight thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially with doing the soundtrack to Moonlight. You know what I'm saying? The purple soundtrack to Moonlight. I'm just like, man, you can't. Chop and Screw music. It's not going away, man. Much as y'all think it's gonna go away, it's not going away.
Yeah, it ain't going nowhere, man. It's worldwide and it's forever embedded in the culture of hip hop. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like if they talk about boom bap, if they talk about the crunk sound, if they talk about the chopped and screwed, that's a whole genre within the genre. You know what I'm saying? It can't go nowhere. Especially when y'all still out here representing it and still doing that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and the kids still love it too.
It hits so hard that when you hear an album, like, I always think that, no matter what kind of hip-hop it is, like, when I hear an album, I'm like, man, I need to hear this chopped and screwed. You know what I mean? So I thought it was great that it stuck like that, because a lot of things just came and went, but screwed music was, see,
the thing about it with me, like, a lot of times, like, everybody don't get it, you know what I'm saying? But one thing they do get is the music, man, the way it come off, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, Chopped and Screwed ain't for everybody. It ain't for every hip-hop head. But that don't mean it ain't hip-hop, man. That don't mean it ain't, you know what I'm saying, impactful. That ain't mean it ain't went around the world. And because it's cats in Africa chopping and screwing. You know what I'm saying? Listening to what, and it all started from what y'all was doing,
Man, I get emails, I get calls. I even got one of the chop stars. He's in Moscow. He's one of the chop stars. He's actually in Moscow for real. So I have chop stars actually literally now I can say worldwide. From all the way from California to East Coast to the West Coast to the Midwest. We got them now, and keeping it. It's all about keeping DJ Screw's legacy alive, man. That's what it was built for. You know what I'm saying? The Chop Stars were built for, to keep the legacy of Screw alive. So even when I'm dead and gone, and people don't want to hear Ron C no more, then they'll want to hear Candlestick. When they don't want to hear Candlestick no more, they'll want to hear Slim K. When they don't want to hear Slim K, they'll want to hear Holly Grove. When Holly Grove, that you know what I'm saying, it'll trickle down, and everybody get their moments, and at the same time, it'll still keep the brand of Chop and Screw music alive.
Right.
So,
see, that's what I was just gonna ask you next. I was gonna ask you like when you go out of town and you see other cats that's doing similar things, they might not be as well known, but you can see the passion. Like I got a homeboy named Chris Brown, man. He be on Facebook too, and that's all he do is chopped and screwed. You know what I'm saying? And just to watch a young cat like him stay dedicated. And a lot of people give him shit sometimes about it, but he stay true to his passion. He call it that's his passion. He do it for his passion. You know what I'm saying? We already fought the battle. So encourage him to keep going because we fought the battle. We fought the north side, south side battle.
You know what I'm saying? We from the north side, dog. We don't know DJ Screw. We don't know DJ Screw. You know what I'm saying? It's like not like that.
Right.
We don't know DJ Screw like that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no conversation with this man, the phone number, and this man phone, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Before this man died, nah, it was almost still. It was still when this man died, it was just trickling down the north side, south side beef. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm just, it was like that now. When I go and see other people that's doing, you know, chop and screw music, I don't get mad. I don't get mad. I don't feel no type of way. What I feel like is, oh, okay, yeah, man, it's keeping it going. And it's something that they thought. It's just like rap, man. I tell my youngsters all the time, it's just like rap. When I'm talking to younger folks, I tell them about rap. Man, rap wasn't supposed to be here. They tried to ban rap, my nigga.
Hell yeah.
They walked on the the Capitol steps to ban rap. Literally, no music genre has ever been tried to be banned. They ain't try to ban rock and roll. They ain't try to ban R&B, blue, nothing. They ain't try to ban that shit. Nigga, they tried to ban our shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I remember the Grammys. Remember the Grammys?
Yeah.
They wouldn't even air the award for best rap song. They wouldn't even air that on TV.
Yeah, remember they wouldn't even air
but at the same time, for a long time, it wasn't even no category for it anyway. Before they even
right,
decided
there wasn't even no category
they
for it.
refused to honor
right.
it.
You got to selling millions of records.
Come on,
Hi,
man. You see what I'm saying?
This is Felix from France. Yeah, hi, Jeronzi.
Oh, we got Sam from France.
Yeah, what's up, Scotty?
What up, Sam?
Yeah. Jeronzi, can you tell us about the Houston Pioneers of early Southern music? Where they are
I can barely hear him, y'all. I can barely hear you, G.
About the Houston Pioneers of the early Southern music. Where they are Mr. DJ Screw, like DJ Michael Price, rest in peace, and DJ David Scott. Can you tell us about them and the DJs before DJ Screw?
So if I'm understanding, if somebody can help me out, because I can barely hear him. He's asking me about. He said something about DJ Screw comparing. I think was he comparing my style to DJ Screw's style?
Yeah, hey, Sin, I tell you what, inbox me your question so I can ask them for you.
Yeah.
I couldn't make out what you were saying either.
Yeah,
my apology about that, bro. I
oh, it's cool, man. Sometimes he's calling from France, man, and sometimes his connection ain't that great, and you know, on top of his accent, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's hard to hear him, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, the accent went through. It was it was. I just couldn't even hear. So we have other people on the line that want to ask some questions. That's cool. I like that. What's cool?
I'm not sure who all we got. I know Exit.
Oh, okay.
He's a big fan of yours, man. Yeah. I'll ask you a question here, man.
I definitely want to know
what's going on with your OG Ron C.
Here's Exit Only right here, man.
OG Ron C.
What's going down?
What's going on with maintaining Big Bro? I'm going to let you see if you could think back. You was in Jackson, Mississippi. I was with Charlie Braxton. I came over to the hotel and kicked it with you. You left your phone and your Jordans. I made sure you got them shits back.
Yeah, word up. What's up, homie? What's your name again? Yeah.
What's up with your OG Run, Exit Only, homie? What's cracking?
What's up? Yeah, I remember Exit Only. What's up, Dot? What's going on, man?
All good.
That shit, man. How you doing, bro?
It's all good, fam, man. When Pittsburgh Pat told me he would try to get the show, I was like, man, I got to call in because I want to see if he can remember. I know you got one of them photographic memories, so I know you do.
I remember
you know
that
what
shit,
I'm saying? And I ain't seen you since then, big bro. So, man, it's just good to hear from you, good to hear what you're doing, good to hear you still in it. I'm still grinding on this end. So, man, throughout the evolution of everything we done went through musically, for us to still be standing, that's grand, man.
Yeah.
And what you doing is extraordinary. Keep pushing.
Man, thank you, man. Appreciate the kind words to you, X, man. Appreciate it.
You know it's all good, big bro.
Mr. Ron C, I wanted to ask you, man, what can you tell me about braids and fades, man?
Braids and fades. That was, that's that transitional north side, south side thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. Braids and fades. South side was known to wear fades, and the north side we was known to wear braids. And when ESG and Slim Thug got together, that's basically what it was. ESG had the fade, you know what I'm saying, because he from the south side. Slim Thug had the braid, and that's just that was great to name. That was a great ass album name title. Braids and fades. I mean, because that's what it really was. Braided up, homie. Getting with the faded up, homie. And this is what we come up with right there. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I just wanted to ask you, man, you could just reflect on DJ Screw, on what impact he had on you and, of course, the city. And I just want, I also want to know, like, what, how you feel about, like, for me, like, I'm from Pittsburgh. Now that the Screw is gone, I look at you as the one that's carrying on the Chopped Screw legacy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not alone. A lot of people think that. So if you could just reflect on DJ Screw for a little bit, and then maybe talk about what you're doing with Chop Not Flop.
Okay, yeah, DJ Screw, man, once I did get into, DJ Screw, because I didn't listen to a lot of DJ Screw's records. People around me, now how I came fond of DJ Screw was when I was in college. That was in 91, 92. That's, because I met some Southside guys, because, that's how I became fond of it. But didn't even start jamming it at that time. Came home, 93, started working for radio. Still wasn't, jamming Screw. Met Michael Watts in 94 and started, listening to, Watts slowed down. I know people, talking about Screw, you know what I'm saying, the Screw tapes and this and that, but I never listened to him because I'm from the north side. So really, we didn't really want to listen to the Screw tapes because they was always talking about the north side. They always dissing us, so we never wanted to listen to the tapes. I never listened to them. So this one tape came out June 27th. That's the tape that I listened to on the B side, and that's the tape that got me and kind of won me over as a Screw fan because of the B side of how he did I Ain't Mad at You. And when he did that, and I just, I was into scratching, and the way he scratched that record and what he doing to that record, that was appealing to me. So I listened and studied that record and studied that, and then he came out with his album 3 in the morning, and the way it was put together was just, those was my two Screw tapes that I listened to, June 27th and 3 in the morning. Because, DJ Screw wasn't chopping and screwing nobody's albums. Me and Watts, we one started that. Chopping and screwing albums, and we the one started the commercializing of that. So DJ Screw wasn't doing that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was doing more of the West Coast stuff, SIBO stuff, and letting them guys freestyle. You know what I'm saying? And maybe put a couple of local Southside songs on there. And for the most part, it was just bashing. So for having, I studied DJ Screw's his style to be able to come up with my own style because, I'm with Michael Watts, and Watts was cold on them turntables too. Like Watts was already, before he started chopping and screwing music, remind you that Watts was the killer of mixtapes because he sold mixtapes at the flea market. He put hip-hop music over, he put the hottest R&B, he put that old school R&B like Al Green over the hottest hip-hop tracks. So his mixtapes used to fly off the shelf. Michael Watts was already a heavy mixtape DJ in the street. So I started, having between studying, I'm with Watts every day. I get to see Watts style every day. I'm not listening to DJ Screw because, it was just really unethical for us to be listening to DJ Screw because they talking about us.
Exactly. Like, you don't want to be hearing some shit where motherfuckers talking about you and shit.
Right. So every time, we got to hear, I don't want to listen to this, man. They ain't talking about nothing but Southside shit. Fuck the North Side. We gonna shoot them niggas up, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like,
right.
so we just didn't.
Was the really real shit.
Right. Which didn't have nothing to do with the music niggas, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But just because we was the voice, you know what I'm saying, of the North Side, we caught the hell too. So, man, I just didn't listen to Screw tapes like that. Like, I can't name no, Screw got thousands of tapes. I can't name none of them, you know what I'm saying? So, my favorite too, I studied his style so I could get the, the essence of how to, just do my own thing and create my own thing from him and Michael Watts. Like, the problem was with everybody it was two problems that was going on. The problem was, and that's when I figured that I stepped in, that's how I became who, Run C and everybody like my style. Okay, everybody was like, okay, DJ Screw, but, sometimes Screw let the stuff play too long. Sometimes it get railroaded. It's kind of tacky, you know what I'm saying, up in there. Okay, then now you got Michael Watts. People complain with Michael Watts was, Michael Watts doesn't chop enough. He doesn't scratch enough. You know what I'm saying? So I went and filled that void, and I started scratching a lot, chopping a lot, and making sure it's way more neat. Not mess. If I mess up, just start it do it all over again. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever.
Right. So basically, like you was looking at what they was doing and then listening to what the people were saying and using it to create your own shit. Try to be a better DJ. That's what DJs do.
Yes,
what they want to hear and shit.
Right, and that's how I came up with Chop Not Slop. Chop Not Slop had started as a joke first. It had started as a joke because now we got all these other DJs coming at us from Acting Bad to Beltway A to DJ Tyrone, all these guys on our side, the North Side. They coming at us. They coming at us because we Swisher House now. We taking over. They coming at us. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even worried about we fighting the South Side. Nobody didn't like them niggas. Nobody didn't care about not liking them niggas. They just didn't like us because we the first niggas to start doing it on the North Side. So now we fighting our own. We fighting South Side and North Side niggas who's in up in the, you know what I'm saying? They doing their thing too. So, they shit was real tacky too. They shit was tacky, mixing not the right song. So I started making fun of them guys and saying, man, and started just telling the world, listen, man, if y'all jamming that shit, man, that shit some sloppy shit. We got this shit chopped up the right way over here. You know what I'm saying? Our shit chopped up, not slopped up. And it was just a joke that I'm laughing at them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you niggas whacked them over. That shit chopped up. That shit ain't chopped up. That shit slopped up. You know what I'm saying? And then it just stuck, man, it just stuck after I left the Swish House. That just became, I started noticing how everybody started, saying it a little bit. And then I started getting with the artists and making the artists say it. And then, probably around about 2009 or 10, that kind of shit. By 9 or 10, we made, Drake, and, man, Drake started chopped up, and that was it.
Right, y'all real influential, man. You know what I'm saying? The whole H-Time, you know what I'm saying? Like, from Gangsta Nip all the way to you, to, like you said, to the new youngins. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. That Nip used to be serious, huh?
Hell yeah, still is. The shit he making now is still popping. That's what I was just about to ask you now. Like, what you got in the works now and what you got going on now, 2017?
Well, now what I'm doing now, with the Chop Not Slop brand, I'm doing something that, we should have done as a Swisher House, which was really just going on and take control with the world, with the Chop and Screw, and just owning it. And just now I'm teaching these record labels and independent artists, how to make money through my channel, through my platform of Chopped and Screwed, through my audience. It's a whole new audience where you can get money from now with streaming and everything. Take my fans and let my fans, you know what I'm saying, stream your music. You know, and now I'm going to use this to show the record labels that it's like, yeah, this is going to be a vital tool. So I'm going to retire. You know, I'm retiring this year, you know, anyway, you know, but at the end of this year, that's 30 years. This year is my 30-year anniversary. So,
wow.
I'm
Salute to that,
on
man.
retire. Thanks, man.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. I'm planning on retiring. It's in the good Lord's hands. But just with this brand with Chopped and Screwed, man, just the whole, DJ Screw said, man, one day the whole world gonna be screwed up, right? And think about that. Think about that, and then you'll know why OG Ron C is where he at, and you'll know really the method behind my madness. He said that, right? But the last time I checked, the whole world doesn't like rap music. So in order for the whole world to be Chopped and Screwed, you got to take it outside of rap, right?
Yeah. You sure make a lot of sense with it.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. That's what we at, man. We finna take. We gonna fulfill that. We're gonna fulfill that, man. The whole world is gonna be chopped up, not slopped up. DJ Screwed out here, so it's not gonna be chopped screwed. It's gonna be chopped up, not slopped up. The whole world finna be chopped up, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's from all genres of music. We done everything now. We done touched just about every genre there is, from rock and roll, heavy metal, R&B to we done touched a lot of stuff. I done Swedish stuff. I done
you ever did bluegrass yet? Chopped the bluegrass shit. You know, they play the banjos and shit.
Yes, you can go listen. If you want to hear one, go check out F Action. I'm gonna tell you, be real talk. You go check out F Action 50. This 4 is all that is blues and a couple bluegrass on.
Wow, yeah, I'm gonna have to check that joint out.
Yeah, we got rock and roll tapes, man. We got volumes of rock and roll tapes. We got reggae tapes, Chopped and Screwed, man. Everything, yo. It's like that's where it's at, man. And that's where just expect to see it, man. It's not going nowhere, man. It's just only gonna get bigger. Because, like I said, it's bigger than rap. It's bigger than just rap music and R&B music now. We're chopping and screwing everything, and those people are reaching out to us too to get it done. I did Molly and what's the girl name? Molly and what's the group name? Molly and something. The dude and the girl, Molly and something. I did a single for them. We did Lil Dragon.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, so Chopped and Screwed, man, is just like I said, and even with this Moonlight stuff now, it's just, hey, man, that's it. 2017 and beyond, man, it's just gonna go. OG Ron C and the Chop Stars, we finna be the Amazon of Chopped and Screwed music. Whatever it is, Chopped and Screwed, you're gonna, it's gonna say the Chop Stars on it. OG Ron C and Chop Stars. You're gonna know if it don't say that, it's whack.
It's gonna be slopped up then. You know what I'm saying?
On 30 years, man, that's great, and I salute you. You say you're retiring, and you're not just quitting. You're putting people in a position to carry it on, man. That's what's up, man. I salute you, and your contributions to hip hop are, just outstanding, man. Like, we pride ourselves on having, the archives of this show. We pride ourselves on having legends on, and you know what I mean. Like they've had Chuck D, DMC, Jerry Heller. There's been a lot of huge names in the archives, and it was important for me to get you in here. And
oh yeah, I got the question from the homeboy from France too. He inboxed it to me. He want to know, can you tell us about the Houston pioneers of the early slow sound music who were there before DJ Screw, like DJ Michael Prince and DJ Daryl Scott?
DJ Michael Prince. Okay, DJ Michael Prince.
No, you can say DJ Michael Price and DJ Michael Daryl Scott. Like, so I guess he asking about.
Yeah, I know exactly.
He said one of them was killed back in the day.
Okay, all right. So the Price guy, I think that was the guy that they said who taught Screw really how to do it, and that was his homeboy. That was really taught Screw how to do it. You know, if I'm correct, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, you getting this and you asking the Northside nigga about this now, you know what I'm saying?
Right, that's what I'm thinking about now, as I didn't just ask. I'm like, because
now you remember
from a whole different side.
Right there, during them days right there, you couldn't even go on the south side if you was from the north side. So so now I do know a little bit about it. So if there's somebody out there that might can, you know, probably correct me, I ain't gonna be too far from it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I might not be dead on. But I'm gonna just tell you, I think now that Price dude, I think that's the homeboy. Now Daryl Scott, yes, Daryl Scott was doing it before, you know, and around the same time, Screw, you know what I'm saying? And then let's just go on, since we're talking about the pioneers of slow down music. DJ Screw was not the first DJ to slow down music and put out music slowed down. The sound came from Florida. So they was the first ones to slow down music. You know what I'm saying? If you go back and check the history of anybody who's really from Florida, around the Orlando area, you know, Tampa, Orlando area, they would tell you they had these tapes, they called them slow motions. And all they was just the song slowed down. There wasn't no chopping, screwing, wasn't nobody talking on it, wasn't nobody freestyling, wasn't no bring back. Now, DJ Screw made that popular, made it cool by adding the chopping, the screwing, the bringing it back, you know what I'm saying, talking, the freestyling. That was his gumbo that he could his gumbo became the most popular gumbo. With Screw music. That's the reason why he called it, you know, DJ Screw music. You know what I'm saying? It was DJ Screw. It was a DJ Screw tape. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even Screw music. Now you calling it Chop and Screw music. Yeah, it was because that's what it's called. But it wasn't called Chop. DJ Screw ain't called his stuff. This is Chop and Screw music. Now, this is tape. It was just my tape, and it slowed down. This is what I do. And so it became, he the one made it popular, doing it, though, by what he was doing to his slowed down versions. Now, Jam Pony Express and them, they had a few out there, too. But like I said, and then even DJs, if y'all, I know for the DJs that's on the call, that might know, even when you got to a DJ Screw, when you got to a Mantronics record, remember the part where it said Mantronics is Crew, and then it got to the part where it said Fear, right, that part. Remember, every DJ used to slow that part down. Dear. Every DJ used to do that, right? So DJ Screw came and made it popular. Now, Daryl Scott was selling mixtapes, too. He was the mixtape guy on the South Side, too. He had the Daryl Scott record store, you know what I'm saying? And, so he was a good influence in DJ Screw's life for the South Side DJs, of course. Because, he was selling tapes. He was a mixtape DJ selling tapes like Michael Watts was on the North Side. You know what I'm saying? He was selling mixtapes. He was a South Side DJ selling the mixtape. So, I'm pretty sure that's, where Screw got some of his influence from. And I've heard, things from all the way to Daryl Scott taught DJ Screw. You know what I'm saying? I've heard to Daryl Scott was the first one to do it. Now the thing is we need to get Daryl Scott. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I don't think I heard too many Daryl Scott stories about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, if he just don't do interviews, and I don't know, but that would be.
Our homeboy Sam from France, he's like an encyclopedia of all the underground shit. That's why I told him to go ahead and inbox me that question, because he studied the music and he's not even from here. So like, it just goes to show, man. You know what I'm saying, that this shit go deep, and a lot of people revere what y'all did and what y'all still doing. You know what I'm saying? So we always gonna salute you, man.
Man, thank y'all, man. Screw stuff really go a long ways. It's really deep, man. So if y'all ever get a chance, man, I get a lot of my info, and stuff from, those guys who owe the original SUC, Kiki and ESG and Big Bub is his cousin that runs the store now still. So all of these guys, they can tell you, and I've had to take, I've taken the whole Nike staff from Oregon come down. I've taken them for a whole tour and have to, stand in there and do a whole talk about DJ Screw's legacy in the Screw shop. And then, Bub and them didn't have to come in and, finish it up and tell, give them a little info that, that I may not have known that I know now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, I'm real good with them guys. I'm real cool with them guys. I never had the South Side thing, though. Even when we was going through it, the North Side, I was still, because I worked in radio, y'all remember, and I had to go, you know what I'm saying? So I had to go everywhere, and, I really didn't catch a lot of the beef from the South Side. I was pretty much cool and kind of, got along with everybody. So, it was, the DJ Screws, man, I'm glad he asked that story because, he asked that question because, a lot of people, they need to really know, what, Screw did and how it came about, too. Yeah, Screw he wasn't the first one. No, he did not create it. What he created was his type of music, which was called DJ Screw's music because of his tapes and the way he did it. Way he flowed from music. And that's the reason why I saw mine different because I'm not DJ Screw. That's the reason why mine is chopped up, not slopped up. That's my rendition, slowed down music. So when my story is on, so
your
I
tapes,
want to be
your tapes different than his tapes. You see what I'm saying?
That's right. My tapes are totally different from DJ Screw tape. But at the same time, when you're listening to my tapes, I keep it at a constantly tight flow because, I want you to be in the essence and put you back in the essence of a DJ Screw tape. Keep you in that moment of what that moment DJ Screw tapes put you in. So that's the reason why I still scratch on my tapes, and I take these albums and I remix them and make them a full tape, and it's the transitions. It's a full live movie when I'm done with it. It's just not a song chopped up. It's like, no, they mixed up. They all the way mixed. Every last one of my projects, they all mixed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's the reason why I still put pride in it to this day. and the same with the team. It's like we mix. It's like we're not gonna, we set the precedent for this stuff, and now we're gonna live it out and make sure that it's done neatly. It's done, to make Screw's music, look the best, and not people thinking that you got to be on drugs or you got to be on syrup, you got to be high to listen to the music. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Real shit.
You don't have to.
Ron, see, before we close up shop here, man, I do want to thank you a lot, man. This show means a lot to me, man. I really appreciate it. And shout out to your girl, Nick, that helped put this together, man. So shout out to her.
Oh, yeah. She's awesome, man. That's the best. I have the best operations manager in the game, man. She's the best, man. I promise you, she's always on it. She get on my ass all the time. Got to be on time, OD. I'm like, you so right, goddamn. I need that though, man. Because I've been doing it she wilding out for years, man. I need that though. So, I'm glad she made this happen. I'm glad, this was different too, man. Because a lot of the times it's kind of basically some of the basic stuff that they ask all the same artists. So I really like it when we can get deep into really what I got going on. That we can really get into the culture deep like that because it's
man. That's how we do it over here, man. We just sit and chop it up. What we also do is we like to do round tables too, man, where we get 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6, up to about 5 or 6 people all on the line at the same time from all over the place within hip hop. So like you might have Spice One and you might have Skinny Pimp, you might have 8 Ball or shit. We might even have you or something like. So if you ever interested in anything like that, man, we'll definitely keep you in mind when we do these round tables, man.
Definitely am. Please, man, call Nick. Let her know. Please keep me informed, man. Y'all have me on anytime. I don't care, man. We can talk. We ain't got to talk about chop and screw music either, man. You know what I'm saying? When y'all gonna be surprised to see what I'm doing when I retire. I can't say what I'm doing right now because it might spook everybody, but it's gonna be something.
Hey, Ron, not to cut you guys off. Ron, sorry, brother, not to cut you guys off. I had to run for a minute. But before you go, Ron, I had a caller I wanted to bring out real quick, if that's cool with you. This is the homie Chris Brown, man. Chris.
Hello.
Yo.
Hey, what up, Justin, man?
What's up with it, man?
What up, Prez, man? What up, Ron C?
Hey, what's up, G? What's going down?
Hey, man, as I was listening to your story, man, I got a few questions if you don't mind me asking, man, because I live by this slowed up shit, man, honestly. And
yes, sir.
Like really, and I really related to you when you were talking about the name as far as Screw and Chop Not Slop, and I want your take as far as how do you feel about using the name as a genre? For example, like I'm from Indianapolis, and I'm trying to keep Screw's name alive like everybody else, and I always pay homage. But sometimes if I describe, like I go by Dragged and Chopped because DJ Black started that here. So it's kind of like when I'm trying to describe or introduce the music to someone, it's kind of hard to get them to understand what it is. If I'm saying Dragged and Chopped versus if I say Chopped and Screwed, then they're like, oh, then I know. So what's your take on that as far as between using it as just a genre versus the culture and all that?
Well, this is my thing on it's the genre is gonna be unfortunately the genre is not going to be slowed down music. It's going to be Chopped and Screwed. DJ Screwed, we can't take that from him. He done it. He did it. I mean, shit, be mad. I can be mad another day. Fuck it. I ain't tripping. But, he did it. I would love for the genre to be, mine. You would love for it to be yours. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have no problem with it. My advice is always, it will be from a businessman to another businessman. It's always, your brand is what you make it. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, listen, I worked hard to get the Chop Not Slop brand, as you see. You know what I'm saying? I went and got with motherfuckers, and I had to convince motherfuckers to let me do your shit. I had to convince a motherfucker to say Dragged and Chopped and really be able to represent Dragged and Chopped. You know what I'm saying? It's like motherfuckers have to understand, like, they gotta want to be a part of it, right? They have to want to be proud to say, well, my shit is chopped up, not slopped up. So I had to get out there and just get with the artists, believe in the artists before they blew up. Shit, they and you get some that stay faithful and loyal to you. And remember, hey man, that nigga dragged and chopped my shit when I was nobody. You know what I'm saying? And then every time I dropped one, it stayed on me. So but here's my other take. Now my other take on it is this. This is the reason why I created the Chop Stars, so we wouldn't have to confuse people. You know what I'm saying? Because DJ Screw is not here. Sorry, them guys that crew didn't take their that they didn't take Chop and Screw and make it something that big DJ Big Baby they couldn't do it. People didn't gravitate to it once DJ Screw died. You know what I'm saying? And their business and their PR game wasn't up as strong as mine. You know what I'm saying? Either. And like I said, I was on top of the music, G. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of shit to get where I'm at. I was on top of the music. I went to DJ conferences. I stayed at them motherfuckers. I was at all the conferences passing out my shit. I was there, bro. I was out there in them streets for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
I feel that.
And that's the reason why, like I said, and the only reason why, you haven't seen me recruit new Chop Stars. I see people out there that's doing their thing. I know they doing their thing. And listen, and I know people hear me talk shit on my tapes. But remember, I've always done that. I'm gonna go do that to the day I die. I'm gonna always, when I get on that microphone, I'm gonna always say I'm the best. I don't care who the best. As you should get on yours and say you the best. You know what I'm saying? Because you shouldn't care who's the best. You should say I'm the best. I don't give a damn. I'm the best.
I feel that.
I don't give a damn who is the best. I don't care if Jay-Z the man. Shit, I'm the man, nigga. In my own voice, if it's just in my house, nigga, my kids think I'm the man. Well, that's where we're gonna grow it from then. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm just saying, that's just the way of branding your brand, period. But like I said, it was about, the reason why I hadn't recruited any more chop stars. Yeah, I pay attention because I really have to see who's passion. It wasn't never about making a DJ click. It was about gathering all the people around the world who has the passion to keep DJ Screw's legacy alive. I wasn't.
How do you make that decision? How do you make that decision? Who has the passion?
Right, by watching people as like yourself, you know what I'm saying, grow. You know what I'm saying? I know it's frustrating to, the people, oh man, OG think I'm overlooking them, you know what I'm saying? But how I get it is from the people. When I'm hearing people talk about Slim K, that's the reason why I recruited Slim K. When I hear people talking about Ryan Wolf or Mike G in their area, and then what attracts me is the people that's trying to put on for their area with the independent artists. It doesn't attract me if people trying to go and do what I'm doing. Like, I do that because I have relationships with these artists. I'm not just chopping up a Future because I want to. I really have a relationship with these artists. So what intrigues me really, and what catches my eye also on the second level too is, yeah, you have the passion for DJ Screw legacy, but are you using that passion like Screw? He broke independent records with this chopped and screwed music. I think everybody forget that too. Like, he broke records. We broke records with Swisher House. We broke our own records too, and we broke other artists' records. Remember, Lil Flip was the first one to be on Northside tape. You know what I'm saying? So I broke that barrier with the Southside, Northside. So those are things that catch my eye. If you're putting on other artists, your local artists that's in your area, if you're putting them on, that's what catches OG eye. That's what I like. When that's what it is with me. Those two things: your passion for DJ Screw's legacy, and if you're putting on for your area, you're putting on for the artists that don't have a voice. That's what this is about. We're putting on for the artists that don't have a voice with this platform that Screw made popular for us. Let's not forget that. I'm sharing this as you're a fellow DJ that's trying to keep the legacy going. Let's not forget that though.
Honestly, what you just described is really like my vision, man. I've got a few people. I got my guy Silent K, and I got my guy B9 out here. That I've got some really dope ideas that I really can't say online because they're original ideas. And I've got like guys all over. I'm trying to emulate what like you guys did and what Swisher House and Screw did, but like on a worldwide level. So like I got my guy Old School Danny B out there in Vegas who bought a personal tape off of me, but he raps too. So it's like I got him in my vision. So basically, man, like when you hear DJ Low, man, if you like what you hear, man, just holler at me, because I got some really big ideas, and I do got a really big passion for this screwed up shit. Because I got my name off a chapter off of the Telephone Love tape when they was talking, and they was talking about the batteries getting low, and so I'm like, essentially the slowed down sound comes from like you hear like a Walkman back in the day, and the battery start dying. It's kind of like, shit, your battery is getting low, man. That's one of the meanings. So it's really deep to me. So when you hear my name, man, just holler at me.
LOW, right?
Shout out to
LOW.
Man.
Yeah.
No, Chris, man, thanks for calling in, bro.
Right on.
Yeah, I see you work too, G. I see. Keep working, my G. I see you work too. I see you.
All right. Appreciate you, homie.
OG Ron C, you want to give us your social media or how to get a hold of you, and if you got anything coming out, any projects dropping, or any shows you're doing, or anything like that you want to promote real quick?
Yeah, man. South by Southwest, man. I encourage everybody to find me at South by Southwest, man. Fuck with me. Come give me your music. Shit, just tell me whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm a cool nigga. I ain't on none of that Hollywood shit. I don't care where you see me, where you see my music, where you hear me, all that. I'm not with none of that Hollywood shit, man. So yeah, just, come up to a nigga, holler at me, man. I'm definitely. I don't care who you see with me. I'm with my crew though, but they ain't. We some cool niggas. We ain't them niggas though. You know what I'm saying? We all cool niggas. You know what I'm saying? I only have a security nigga with me that keeps me on time and my schedule nigga that when you got to go. That's the only reason why I ain't got I ain't none of that. I ain't with none of that. Y'all holler at me. Give me your music. This what I'm starting to here March 3rd. Well, this is in a couple of days. We're launching a new website where you're going to be able to. I'm going to start chopping and I'm gonna chop and screw one song like of artists. So I'm encouraging every artist, no matter what you do, whatever you do, contact me, man, at OG Ron C. Or just go to the website. It'll probably be up. It should be ready to go March 1st. Chopalog.com, and you can get your song. I'm gonna chop it up. Me and the Chop Star are gonna chop it up for free. So, and we're gonna show you how to get the streaming revenue, and we're gonna do a revenue share with you. If you're an artist, if you're listening, if this is being recorded and being played at another later date, I hope so. Just get at me, man. At OG Ron C. On all the socials. That's me on all the socials at OG Ron C. What else? Shit, man, and Nick's Heart 2, Nick _ Heart 2. That's my OM. She, if you get at her on social, she'll handle everything. Chavez, you can get to all, That's man, I'm not hard to get to, I promise you. And I do, I have a social person, but it comes to my phone too. So if it's about some business and about some, about the business, I'm definitely looking at that. I appreciate all the love that people get, man. If I don't ever, respond back to when y'all DMing me and saying thank you for this and that, man, I do. I just can't sit and spend a day, time on my day just to respond back to everybody. But that's the reason why I say that on the tapes, though, man, because I hope people listen to the tapes, man, because I'll be very grateful, man. So just grateful to everybody, man. I appreciate all the fans. I appreciate y'all having me on, man. OG Ron C, at OG Ron C, at the Chop Stars. Man, and you can find all the Chop Stars under my stuff, man. Candlestick, Holly Grove, Slim K. Shout out to everybody. Ryan Wolf, Blurry, What It Do, Baby Chino, Mike G. Man, I know I'm probably forgetting somebody. Rucker, DA out there at my sauce. So I think I got everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then Chop Star Jimmy and Chop Star Maxie. And then just my whole team, man. I got, thank you, man. I'm so grateful, man. We'll be on this damn thing 2 hours, man. I'm full of shit, man. I swear. I'm not a DJ. I'm a business man.
We'd love to have you on again, man, in the future. For real, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Anytime, I promise you, man. Shoot, whatever, man. I'll stop and give y'all this time anytime, man. You know what I'm saying? Anytime. I love to. You got callers, y'all want to set it up. We have a Q&A, whatever. People want to ask me questions. I know people got questions. People got, they want to know, man. And I'm an open book. I give it to you. I ain't got nothing to hide from nobody. I ain't done nothing, so I ain't no need to hide. So whatever people want to know, man, I'm all with it. I ain't with no drama, so y'all miss me with that drama. Nah, anything else, man? Thank y'all, man.
I can't thank you enough for coming on, man. I really appreciate it, and I will be in touch with you in the future, man. We'd love to have you back, man.
Yes, man. Please do. I'm asking you. I'm begging you. Keep me a part of it. I got something going on. I ain't even talking about none of my artists I'm pushing, none of my producers I'm pushing. I got I ain't talking about my management company. I ain't talking about my Afresh company. I ain't talking about my merchandise company. I got, man, I'm telling you, I'm the Warren Buffett around this mug, man. I got companies with my, DJ Candlestick got companies, Holly Grove got companies. We got photography companies. I'm empowering my group, man, my team, man. That's what it's about me. So as much as I try to empower the artists, man, I try to empower people around me too, and my team too. So they got great ideas. Nick has a new website she's getting ready to come out that's integrating a lot of great things into one website. So, we got a lot of good things going on, man, with inside of us, man. So I really appreciate you guys having me on your show and just allowing me to continue to build, grow my brand, man. And like I said, much, hats off to you guys, man. And in any time that I can, help you out, artists, y'all got some artists. Like I said, you got artists. Send me their music. Let's chop them up. Let's put it out to the world. See what the world think. Let's. Hey man, let's get fully indulged into it. I'm all the way with it, man. Guys, thanks again.
Man, thank you, man. And I will definitely be in touch with you, man. We'll have a part 2 to this interview for sure, man.
Definitely, man. Thank you, man.
Thanks a lot, Ron.
Y'all enjoy y'all evening.
You too. Thanks a lot. Guess we can go ahead and close this thing on out, Mac. Tomorrow night, what we got? I think we got DJ Ann Cree tomorrow, and then Thursday is Crooked Eye. I can't think of Friday off the top of my head right now, but just go to the website www.ugsforlife.com. Saturday night, Underground Saturday night with Mac J and Velvet Rose, and then on Sunday, Church of Reality with myself, Prez, Andy Lane. Everything's at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 Central. So thanks, everybody, for listening. And check out the website, www.ugsforlife.com. We out of here.